Welcome to ProKitchen Online Video Tutorial Series, version 11. This video is part of the Native Mac Interface series for Mac users only. In this Native Mac tutorial, we'll complete a comprehensive kitchen design in 20 minutes. There are 5 steps to complete prior to beginning the design. Step 1. Choose the catalog. Select the catalog with the left click, and the catalog tree will appear in the panel. Step 2. New Design. Select the first icon in the toolbar to open the Design Settings dialog box. This is where you'll name the design and set the parameters specific to this current design only. When naming a design, be sure to use only alpha, numeric, periods, or underscores, as spaces and characters can cause problems with autosave, backups, and cloud storage. You can import CRM data under the Users tab. Select Browse, then make your selection to autofill the information. You can also edit or add new data as well. The Construction tab will open 3 subcategories: Walls, Countertops, and Other. Edit these parameters as needed. To use the one-click molding feature, this section must be completed. Check to enable. Select the catalog from the drop-down menu and select the product, previewing each as you hover over. Repeat the process for the molding lighting. Check to enable, select the catalog, the product, then adjust the intensity slider to increase or decrease brightness. Select the Textures tab to set the countertops, backsplash, walls, flooring, and ceiling. Note the Rotate button on the far right of each element is only activated for patterned textures. Left-click the Select button to open the Textures catalog and view thousands of textures. Double-click to open the folders and view their contents, or type the texture name or number in the search field above. Select a texture to view in the Preview panel, add to Favorites, or rotate. Continue the selection process for each element, noting the Sheen slider in the flooring section. Click OK to save. Unlike default settings, design settings do not require a program restart. Step 3. Global Options. These are the cabinet settings offered by the manufacturer, such as construction type, door and drawer style, finishes, hardware, and more. Double-click the options in the right panel to make a selection for each line on the left. A selection must be set for each, or the global options will not render. Step 4. Draw the walls. Select the Sketch tool icon in the toolbar, or left-click Place in the space above to view the Place menu and select Wall. Bring the cursor to the grid where it will change to a crosshair indicating Draw mode. Left-click once in the Design panel where you wish to start the wall. Nudge the mouse slightly in the direction you want the wall to go. When the width field below highlights in blue, let go of the mouse and type the measurement. Hit Enter to draw the wall. Note the new wall started for you. Without touching the mouse, type the measurement for that wall, then hit Enter. Continue the process until all the walls are drawn. Then hit the Escape key to set. Note the info panel on the left loading the 3D image of the room. Use the mouse controls to navigate the 3D image. Right-click to rotate and left-click to move side to side or up and down. Step 5. Save the design. You must save the design initially in order to trigger the autosave function. Confirm the file name, then select Save. Starting with the room elements such as windows and doors, we're ready to begin the design. Select the door or window icon in the toolbar to open the Architectural Elements catalog. Use the catalog tree to browse and find your items. If the Advanced Catalog Selector is turned on in default settings, you can adjust the dimensions of an item and use the embedded positioning fields to set its position prior to placement. Left-click Place at the bottom right of the dialog box. The cursor becomes a crosshair indicating place mode. Take the crosshair where you wish to place the item. Left-click to drop, then left-click again to secure the item to the wall. When the catalog reopens, you can place another, modify, or select a different item from within the same catalog. Continue the process until you've placed all the items you need from the catalog. To modify a door or window already in place, simply double-click on the item to open the attributes. Here I'm changing the type, hinge location, and swing of the door. Select OK to save the changes. You can also use the right-click menu to access the attributes. Right-click on the door or window, then hover over the nomenclature to get the menu and left-click Attributes. Here I'll change the window type, set the view, and add sunlight to the window. Select OK to save. Using the Copy tool in the right-click menu along with the positioning fields below can save a substantial amount of time in the design process. Next, we'll place the appliances. Left-click the appliance icon in the toolbar to open the appliances catalog. Select the category, then the appliance, then left-click Place at the bottom right of the dialog box. As always, the cursor becomes a crosshair indicating place mode. Take the crosshair to the desired wall placement zone and left-click. Left-click again to secure and reopen the catalog. Navigate the catalog tree to select the next appliance and repeat the process until all the appliances are placed. Select Cancel to dismiss the appliance catalog, then use the positioning fields below to move the appliances into their correct position. I'll use the Position tool in the right-click menu to position the refrigerator. Right-click on the refrigerator, then hover over the nomenclature for the menu. Navigate to the Position tool, then left-click. Take the crosshair to the door and left-click once. Note the highlighted distance field below, showing the current distance between the refrigerator and the door. Type the preferred distance and hit Enter. Navigate the catalog tree to find the sink base, then left-click and drag into place. Left-click to secure. To center the sink base on the window, I'll use the right-click menu tools. Right-click the sink base for the menu, then select the Center tool. Take the crosshair to the window, then left-click to center. I'll quickly place the remainder of my base cabinets navigating the catalog tree and using the left-click and drag method. I can also double-click to auto-place items as long as I'm going in a clockwise direction. If I wish to turn the Advanced Catalog selector off, it's just a matter of checking the box. Before dropping the wall cabinets in, I'll create my elevation views. There are two ways to do so. Left-click on the wall to highlight, then select the elevation icon in the toolbar. Or you can right-click on the wall for the menu, then select Inside Elevation. To rename the elevation views, right-click the L tab for the menu, then select Edit. Type the name in the blue highlighted field and click OK to save. Repeat the process for each view. Now that I've created the elevation views, I've decided to open the wall between the kitchen and the living area for a more accurate representation of my customer space. I'll need a door frame from the Architectural Elements catalog. Unfortunately, there are several modification options to help create an accurate rendering. Now I'll place the wall cabinets using the same left-click and drag method as before. using the right-click menu tools and the positioning fields to place them precisely. I'll also work in elevation and plan views simultaneously from time to time, depending on the specific element I'm working with. To place the wall refrigerator cabinet using the Stack tool, select the cabinet from the catalog tree and place it anywhere on the grid, securing with a left click. Right-click on the cabinet for the menu, then hover over the Stack tool to activate two options, above and below. Left-click above, then take the crosshair to the refrigerator in either the plan view or the elevation view, and left-click. Keep in mind that stacking items groups them together. Right-click on either item and hover over Stack to get the menu. Then select Ungroup. You can now move the items independently of one another to raise the cabinet flush with the panels. To add an island to this design, I'll need to use a construction line in order to create elevations. Left-click the C-line or construction line in the toolbar. Bring the cursor to the plan view and left-click where you want the C-line to begin. Nudge the mouse slightly in the direction you want the C-line to go. Type the dimension in the highlighted length field, then hit Enter. Bring the cabinets to the inside placement zone, then left-click to secure. Use the positioning fields below to move them into place. Reposition the island by using the dynamic dimension tools. Select the line-to-line icon in the toolbar, then take the crosshair to the stationary line of cabinets first. Then move the cursor to the line of cabinets you wish to move. A dimension line will set showing the distance between the two lines. Left-click that dimension to activate the distance box below, showing the current distance. Type the correct distance, then hit Enter. Repeat the process for the sink wall. Before placing the countertops, I'll add the plumbing fixtures to the sink base. Working in the elevation view, right-click the sink base and select the attributes from the menu. Left-click the Sinks and Faucets tab on the left to open the plumbing catalog. Navigate the catalog tree to find the sink, previewing the items as you hover over. Select a sink and a modification dialog box appears with options to modify the sink dimensions and finishes. Select the right-facing arrow to add the sink and move the sink into the panel on the right. Close the sink folders and find the faucets folder. Repeat this process for the faucet. I'm resizing the info panel for a better 3D view as the design progresses. It's time to place the countertops, backsplash, and molding using the one-click icons in the toolbar. To add the countertops, select the countertop icon in the toolbar. Refer to the 3D Live view to verify the countertop placement. Before you add the backsplash, make sure to open the elevation view so you can edit if needed. Navigate to the backsplash icon in the toolbar and left-click once. I can see in the 3D Live view that I need to edit some backsplash areas that have more or less than the 18 inches I specified in my backsplash settings. To edit or delete the backsplash, use the right-click menu. I'll right-click the left section and select Edit from the menu. The cursor is now a crosshair, indicating edit mode. Take the crosshair to the right backsplash line and left-click to drag the line to the wall. Take the crosshair to the top backsplash line and right-click for the menu. Left-click to select Extrude, then move the mouse to activate the extrude point on the line. Left-click once to move the cursor and points to trace the remaining area. Left-click to hold, then hit the Escape key to set. Repeat this process for the sink wall. To add moldings, navigate to the molding icon and left-click once. Because I used a starter molding for the top molding in one-click settings, I need to manually add the crown from the catalog tree. Using the left click and drag method, I can drag and drop onto the cabinets in the plan view or directly attach it to the starter molding in the elevation view. If the customer decides at the last minute to change the island color, it's as easy as selecting the island, then right-clicking for the menu, and selecting Change Color. Select the working catalog, then slide over to Create Catalog Copy, and a dialog box will then appear. Select OK, select Yes to open and set the global options for the new catalog using the same method as before. Creating an overhang on the island is quick and familiar, as it's the same process as editing the backsplash. Right-click for the menu, select Edit, and left-click to select or move lines and points. Then right-click for the edit options and left-click to select. Since the countertop program doesn't place vertical slabs for the waterfall countertops my customer needs, I'll need a user shape from the Architectural Elements catalog. Left-click to open the user shape folder. The floor user shape is already highlighted. Click Place and take the crosshair to the grid just below the island. Left-click to drop, then left-click to secure. Click Cancel to dismiss the catalog. Right-click on the floor user shape, then select Attributes. I'll change the user shape from a horizontal slab to a vertical slab that matches my island dimensions. Then I'll select the Textures tab and select Match Countertop. Click OK to save. Left-click and drag the user shape into place. Find the Copy tool in the right-click menu of the user shape, then take the crosshair to the opposite side of the island and complete the island. Another example of the user shape's versatility is creating views. Navigate to the Architectural Elements catalog, then select another floor user shape. Take the crosshair on the outside of the door frame and left-click to place. Left-click to secure, and cancel to dismiss the catalog. Right-click on the user shape to access the attributes, then change the dimensions to match the doorway height and width. Left-click the Textures tab, select Non-Wood, then left-click the Select button under the View panel to open the Textures catalog. Navigate to the bottom of the catalog tree to open the User Collection folder. Find the folder with your imported background image and left-click to select and preview. Left-click and drag the user shape flush with the outside of the doorway, noting the new doorway view in the 3D Live panel. There's also a staircase in my customer's kitchen I'd like to render. An easy task with a variety of staircases located in ProKitchen's Architectural Elements catalog. Left-click the staircase folders to browse the staircases by style. Select, place, and modify to fit the space. When it's time to add the lighting, select the lighting icon in the toolbar to open the lighting catalog. Browse the folders organized by category, then select and place. Use the positioning fields below and the right-click menu tools to position correctly. Continue browsing and selecting until all lighting is placed. You can also modify the width, depth, and height of any fixture to fit any space or change its shape for a different look. Once the first fixture is modified, you can use the Copy tool to copy the item along with its modifications. Now that the lighting is in place, explore the hundreds of decorative options ProKitchen's generic catalogs have to offer, including paneling the appliances and modifying any items found in those catalogs. As you can see here, decorative items and furnishings can dramatically change the look and feel of the space. When you're ready to view your design in full high-resolution 3D, left-click the 3D icon in the toolbar. Use the control panel above to navigate your 3D view options. Select the pendant light icon to open the lighting control panel. Here you'll find a list of every light placed in the design, along with the options to adjust that light. Lighting is a crucial aspect of every design, and well worth the time exploring and finessing for the best possible presentation of your designs. And there you have it, a comprehensive kitchen design completed in 20 minutes, thanks to ProKitchen's intuitive and user-friendly native Mac interface. Thank you for visiting ProKitchen University. Be sure to visit us at prokitchensoftware.com.